In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a 14 gun brig in Minecraft. Now if you guys are new to the channel at all, we do a lot of time lapses and tutorials just like this one, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also guys, if you want more videos like this one, I'll leave a link in the card above, as well as in the description, to a full playlist that you can check out. Anyway, let's get into building. Alright, so here we are on my flat tutorial world guys. Here is the brig. So I'm quite happy with how this one turned out, and I think it looks pretty cool with the nice red strip going through, but you guys can switch it all out. So in terms of the dimensions, this one is 38 blocks long, 17 blocks wide, though it could vary with your one. Depends on how much your sails stick out. In my case, it's even. Not even, it's odd even, you know. From the center line anyway, it's odd. So I ended up working out exactly the same on both sides, that's what I was trying to say. And it's also 30 blocks tall as well. If you guys are building this one in the water, which I kind of assume that you are, then your water block is going to be here. So what does that actually mean? Have a block right on your water, and you go, with that one being a 1, you go 2, and then you go 3, and that is going to be your layer 1. So this whole layer down here is your layer 1. Nice and simple like that. If you guys want to build it in a box, you can do. You can see right here that it's a couple blocks over. So we've actually got 3 blocks from the back, and that's going to be where your lantern is sticking out on the cabin. But anyway, guys, that's not quite it. Gather some materials first. Get yourself a smooth quartz slab, a stair, and also a block. Also a spruce stair, a spruce plank block, and also a jungle fence. That will get you started with this build, so let's get into doing this layer by layer. Alright, so for layer number 1, we're going to be directly in the middle of this box. Again guys, you can build it if you want to, no problem at all. It's that 34 blocks by 17 blocks long. So for me, I'm just finding the middle of this one, which is right there, so I can now get rid of these. I just always find it's easier to do it where you do it on either side. And what we're going to do from here is we're going to leave 2 blocks from here, and then with our spruce plank block, we're going to plonk 1 down like that. We can now get rid of that, but that's the center line. We're going to add another block on top of that one, and then we're going to have a spruce stair on that one, and then 2 jungle fence. Now we can get rid of all of those blocks. We just need these smooth quartz for the time being. So first things first, we're going to have 2 blocks of smooth quartz behind this, 1 and 2. Then we're going to go out to the side, and we're going to have a total of 11 blocks, or 11 slabs actually. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Going to do the same thing on the other side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we're going to have blocks in the middle. Then going to come forwards with 2 blocks, 1 and 2. Then have a slab on the end of that one. And that's it guys for level number 1. And now for layer number 2, what we're going to do is right on the front of this slab that we've got there, we're going to place a smooth quartz block right on the front. Then we're going to have a smooth quartz stair upside down coming forwards from that one. On the side of this block, we're going to have a upper slab. Then behind that, we're going to have 2 blocks of your smooth quartz, 1 and 2. Then we're going to have another slab on the side of that one. And then what we're going to do behind this is we're going to have 9 blocks of quartz. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're going to leave that 1 block here. So we're coming back to the start of that. And then right here we're going to have 5 slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On the back of this one we're going to have 2 slabs. So 1 and 2. And then behind that we're going to have blocks to cover up these ones, so 1 and 2, and then add another one onto it to come forwards from that. Then we're going to have a slab, and then a block in behind all of that, so this is what you end up getting. We'll do the same on the other side now, so we get a slab right on that block first, with 2 blocks behind it, 1 and 2. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a slab out on the side of that last block, then 9 blocks behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then come back to the front of this part where we've got that nice long run. Leave a block, and we're going to have 5 slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then at the back, we're going to have 2 slabs coming out of that. 2 slabs there. Put in blocks behind this, 1 and 2. and then have that block run continue by 1, just going over by 1 like that, and then we get a slab like that there. Now what you're going to do is going to grab yourself stripped spruce wood and also an oak slab, because this is where we're going to have the first little deck. It's really small, so the actual hold is kind of this 1 block or half block underneath that, but we get the gun deck in here, so that is what we're going to be building right here with where the masts go as well. It will line us all up nicely for the next few layers. So with your stripped spruce wood, we're going to place the first mast right in here like that. Then what we're going to do with our oak slabs is we're going to go 1, 2, add to the side of these ones, okay. Then we're going to have 3 on the sides, 1, 2, and 3. And the same on the other side, of course, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to have a stripped spruce wood just diagonal from that. Then what we're going to do on the back as well, we're going to have 1 on the sides of each of those ones there, like that. Then another 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a stripped spruce wood here. So it's actually 1 back, so it's just in this little gap here. But we're going to have the slab just on the front of it like that. And this will look a little bit weird. So these are like where you can get into the hold, which of course, like I said guys, is very small on this one. You'd have most of your stuff kind of on that, on what is the gun kind of deck. But yeah, it's just the way that Minecraft is. It makes things smaller than uses up more space. So you would actually in fact have probably the layer like down here, but couldn't make it look good. I couldn't make it work so well. But that is it guys for layer number 2. And now for layer number 3, what we're going to do is we're going to have a smooth quartz block on the upside down that we've got here. Then an upside down smooth quartz stair on the front of that one. We're then going to have an upside down smooth quartz stair on the side of that block at the front with 1 block behind it. On the side of that, we're going to have a slab on the upper piece. Then 2 blocks behind it, 1 and 2. Then we're going to have an upside down stair on the side of that one. Now 8 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 like that. Then we're going to have a slab. And then including behind this, we're going to have 4 blocks going that way. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then a slab coming out on the end of that one. Where we've got this slab here, we're just going to have a block right to cover up that like lower slab as well. So block right there. Then an upside down smooth quartz stair. Over the fence, we're just going to have a block of quartz. So smooth block of quartz like that. So same on the other side now. We're going to have an upside down smooth quartz stair with a block behind that. Then we're going to have a smooth quartz slab with 2 blocks behind it, 1 and 2. Then a upside down smooth quartz stair with 8 blocks behind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we're going to have a slab. Then on the inside of this, we're going to have a total of 4 blocks going this way, so starting from this block here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, which will push you just over the last layer. Then we're going to have a slab on that one, a block right here, and then finally an upside down smooth quartz stair like that. Now what we can do on the inside part of it is we can place a block extra on the stripped spruce wood. We can also grab ourselves an oak trapdoor, and I use these like this just to go over it, so you had like access to the hold, and you could of course put chests in here, barrels in here, and that's why I went over instead of actually being in here. That's the reason I did that, alright? That you could do it the other way around and you could have stuff on top of it, you know, no problem at all. But yeah, that's why I did that, so let's put those in there like that. On the front, what we're going to do is with our slab, we're going to have a upper slab here. We're actually going to have a block, to be fair, right on there. And then we're going to have a slab here on either side. Then a lower slab in there like that. Okay, now this doesn't look like it makes any sense, but it's because we've got a gun right there. That one right there. So we're going to end up having some spruce stairs on top of that. You'll see that when we get to the next layer. On the back right here, we're going to have 2 slabs here, either side of that on the lower piece. Behind this mast, I ended up having a lower slab as well. And then all of these are going to be upper slabs going around it. Now, one of the things that you can do with your build is you can end up hiding stuff, you know, like underneath the floorboards here, and this is like the best space for it. Just, yeah, when you get around to it, guys, that's what I'd recommend doing is you know, if you are going to use it for survival, that's where you should hide your captain's treasure stuff. The only other thing we need to do now is with our spruce stairs, from the back, we're going to have a spruce stair here, leave a 2-block gap, then a spruce stair, leave a 2-block gap, then a spruce stair. Same on the other side, spruce stair there, leave 2, spruce stair, leave 2, spruce stair there, and that's going to be part of the cannons, okay? So the lower cannons, imagine that they're actually angled, okay? Angling up. But that is it, guys, for layer number 3. And now for layer number 4. Again, at the front, guys, with your smooth quartz block, place a block directly on top of the last layer. Then have an upside down smooth quartz stair on front of that one. On the side of this block, have an upside down smooth quartz stair with a smooth quartz block behind it. Now what you guys are going to need to do is grab yourself a dark oak slab, stair, and also a plank block. And we're going to have an upside down dark oak stair right on the side of that one there. There's going to be a block behind that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually grab a spruce stair. So I got it slightly wrong. It's actually a spruce stair here instead. I actually moved it into the gap. So that's going to be there. We're going to need to also grab a polished deep slate wall. So there's different ways you can do the cannons actually. I'll show you guys a couple of different variations. So you could do it like this, where you have, you know, 2 coming off of them like that. You can also do them, so then you guys can just choose between all of them, can't you? You can also do it where you've got like the polished deep slate slab coming off. And of course, if you guys want to, you can then also use another variant of this, which would be very similar. There we go, get that there with a stair, and then do the actual slab on there. Or you can do what I actually started with this build having, which is 2 anvils and having that on there as well. So there's quite a few different variations. I've just ended up going with this one, and I quite like that one, to be fair, at the minute. Though this was my old classic favourite because of it being quite thin on the sides here, and from the top it does look pretty good. It's just a little bit chunky underneath, really. If only we could clip off this bottom bit really nice and easy, that would be great. But whatever you guys are going to choose, go for it. If you do go with the anvil, you know, put either string underneath here or a barrier block just in there, alright? But what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 of the walls coming out from there. We're then going to have 2 blocks. Then we're going to have deep slate wall coming forwards. But also what I did, because these are angled, I actually put them over the top of the stairs as well. We're going to have 2 dark oak plank blocks again. Then we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Then, you guessed it, 2 dark oak planks again. And then 1, 2, and 3 coming out like that. And then what we're going to do is with our dark oak planks right here on top of this slab, place 1 there, come forwards by 1, have a slab coming out or coming off of that one there. Behind this, have a dark oak plank block, and we're going to add another 2 onto that, 1 and 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to dark oak stairs, and we're going to have an upside down stair going this way. Then we're going to have a dark oak slab on the end of that. Then we're going to go diagonal from this with another dark oak slab, and behind that we're going to have a dark oak plank block. Then with our dark oak stairs, we're going to have an upside down dark oak stair right in the back of that part there. And then we'll do the same on the other side, alright? So right here, we're going to have the upside down dark oak stair with a dark oak plank block behind it. Then, that's wrong, sorry guys. Nope. Almost got it then. So no, you're going to do a upside... So on the other side, we're going to have an upside down smooth quartz stair here like that, with a smooth quartz block behind it. Then we're going to have a dark oak stair upside down next to that one, with a dark oak block behind it. Then we're going to need to grab ourselves a spruce stair and whack that in right there. And then put 2 polished deep slate walls coming forwards from that one. We're now going to have on top of the last layer 2 blocks of your dark oak planks. Then a deep slate wall coming forwards and going backwards as well because it's angled. Again, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Nice and easy pattern there. And then when we get to this part right here, we're going to have a dark oak plank block right there. add another block coming out from that one. Then we're going to have a dark oak slab on the end of that bit, so you get this nice kind of smooth transition up. Dark oak plank block right here. And we're going to have them on top of it, right to the slab that we had, kind of like the last layer. Then we're going to have a dark oak stair upside down going out that way. A slab on the end of that one. Then a slab diagonal coming out. And in that little gap, we're just going to plonk a dark oak block in there. And this is all part of the support for the cabin, of course. So there we go. You end up getting this. And you get this nice area around here. Just wondering what I ended up doing. I think I ended up putting like slabs in here or something. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm not totally sure now. We'll find out when I show you guys the interior for this one. I've definitely confused myself now. If you guys do want to build the cabin the same way that I did, then I actually had, looks like a block, 2 blocks going across there, because I had a door right there, okay? And I can show you guys that, so you can have a look and see if that's something you want to do. If I can actually drop into the ship, there we go. So there we go. So actually I had it here. Oh yeah, okay. So I ended up putting in some slabs here to get up into the higher level, because it is actually a couple blocks high, or a block higher, or a block and a bit higher actually, in fact, to get into that part of it. So that's what I ended up doing. That's where I ended up putting this. I'll probably end up having a cook or something around in this area. But I haven't done an interior for it yet. So I will at some point. And if you guys are interested, I'm more than happy to make a video about it. In fact, I probably will. But yeah, that might be in the future. Okay, so what's next then? Well, we need to build up these masts, of course. Very important. So we'll just build those up to there. But guys, that's it for layer number 4. And for layer number 5, what we're going to do is with your dark oak planks, place that directly on top of the last layer. And we're then going to have an upside down stair of your dark oak planks, or dark oak stairs, right coming off of that. On the side of that block, we're then going to have dark oak as well, with, so that's dark oak stair, with a dark oak plank block behind it. Now guys, you get to choose your colour. So I've gone with mangrove, because I'm loving mangrove. I've been doing a set of kind of builds lately, all using mangrove, so maybe they're all from the same nation and that's their colours. But feel free to use any stair block at all. You know, you could use crimson, you could use warped, you can use anything at all. I used to use birch a lot when I was doing the kind of more British-like ships, I guess. And I'm sure I'll do that in the future. But you've also got everything else like smooth sandstone. You can make a nice orange one as well. But grab yourself a slab, a stair, and a block of those. What we're going to do is, with the block of your coloured kind of material, we're going to have 2 blocks directly on top of the last layer right there. Then what we're going to do is, actually no, we'll do some other stuff first. We'll get the main body done first, then we'll do all the details. Makes more sense then, doesn't it? Over this kind of cannon here, we're going to have an upside down stair of your colour. So in this case, mangrove. Then we're going to have 2 blocks, then a slab over the top, then 2 blocks, then a slab, then 2 blocks, then a slab. Then we're going to have right behind here, you're going to have 2 blocks. Then right here is going to have, I'm trying to grab all the different materials now, a polished deep slate wall. So you're going to have 2 of those coming out. Then you're going to have a spruce stair, and that's going to be on top of this layer. I know it's not perfect, it's kind of in a weird place, but that's kind of where it ended up sitting for another cannon. I thought, you know, that makes a lot more sense. And then with your mangrove plank block, we're going to have a block on the side of that one there, so right off that bit there, like the hole's continuing. And then a slab of your mangrove as well. Switch over to dark oak planks, and you're going to have 1, starting from here, going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to have 3 slabs across the back here on the lower, 1, 2, and 3. It's just to maximize that space. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Right. So mangrove plank block first, or you have a, no it's not, dark oak stair block first. Upside down dark oak stair there, then a dark oak plank block behind it. Then grab your block of colour, which in my case is mangrove. So have 2 blocks directly on top of the last layer. Then over this little cannon place here, we're going to have the upside down mangrove stair, which does just give that little like gap to actually be able to see out. You'll notice with these ones, you know, when you step up, you can then see what I'm trying to go for with the whole porthole thingamajiggies, whatever they're called. You can tell that I can't remember anymore. Then you're going to have 2 mangrove plank blocks on top of here, then a slab, 2 mangrove slab, 2 mangrove blocks, then a slab, 2 blocks, slab, 2 blocks, and then right here we're going to have that spruce stair. Grab yourself your polished deep slate wall, have 2 of those sticking out. Then what we're going to do right on the end here, we're going to have a mangrove plank block, then a mangrove slab, then switch over to your dark oak planks, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. Now guys, what I ended up doing with mine is I used warp stairs for the kind of cabin. It just kind of like stands out quite nicely, and we've also got that block that I cannot pronounce on there. So yeah, you guys can use that if you want to, or you can use other materials. It's totally up to you guys. Mix and match it up. What we're going to do is we're going to have an upside down stair right here. Then on the side here coming forwards, we're going to have another upside down stair pointing inwards like that, and then a slab. So you end up getting this kind of like wrapped around thing where it looks like you've got kind of 1.5 stairs, I guess, like that side. We'll do the same on the other side as well. So stair there like that one, wrap this one round, then have a slab in there like that. For the back, on the block part of it, we're going to have a slab. So slab there, and in the middle of this, whoops, we're going to have an upside down stair like that. Then we're going to have a wraparound on the side and a wraparound on the side like that, and it gives a good kind of like little corner kind of look going on with that thing. And that's the main plan. I'm very descriptive today, as you guys can tell. But there we go, that's nice. So grab yourself your oak slabs now. And I actually forgot to put in that layer of oak slabs. Reminded me when we had a quick look at the cabin, so you can then step it up into that. You could of course change it and have it like around here, have a stairs or something to go up, but that will do for the time being. In fact, we could also build this up as well, just to add an extra 2 blocks on top of that one. And even if you want to, put in a door. Now it's up to you guys what you want to do door wise, of course. You can choose. I'm going with a spruce door apparently. Also grab yourself your oak slabs again, and what we're going to do on the front here is we're going to be doing a little bit of the detail that make up the beak. And we're going to have an upper oak slab here, then a lower, then an upper. So same on the other side, upper here, lower there, then an upper here like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves a spruce slab and also a spruce trapdoor. So for over the kind of holes here, just to block these up so the water doesn't get in. I know this whole thing's sticking out, but it's Minecraft. It's, you know, takes up a lot more blocks than you think it will. So in order to stop the water from coming in, we can then close these up. Gun ports, there we go, we close the gun ports up. So you're going to whack those on top of each of these, except for this one, because that's one up higher than the other ones. So we'll just go around to the other side, do the same. There we go, nice. Then with your spruce slab, what you're going to do is right at the front, between the first 2 guns that you've got here, we're going to have 2 spruce slabs, and that's going to be part of where the shrouds sit, so that's just going to be right in there. Then what we're going to do at the back is we're going to have 2 slabs right here, so the last gun, and right by the cabin, 2 right there. We're going to leave this one, and then this one's going to be the next one where you get 2 slabs in for the next shrouds. So same on the other side, you get 2, whoops, 2 right there, in between the first 2 guns. On the back, where you're right at the end, you're going to add just basically 2 slabs onto the end there. So between the last gun and the cabin. Then leave this one, go to the next one, and have 2 slabs in there like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to build up the masts again, just by 1. Grab yourself a oak trapdoor again. And what we're going to do right here is from this mast, we're going to be diagonal. Okay, like this. So you just got 1 diagonal. And then we're going to have slabs going from the side to where we've got the mast here, and then join that in as well. So you go slab, 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 slab. Join that in like that. Then with our oak trapdoors, we're going to have a total of 4 of them here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the other side, 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. You might be wondering, this looks a little bit weird, but that's fine. Then what we're going to do on the back is with our slabs, we're going to have just 2 slabs going on the side here, 1 and 2. But what we do is we have 3 oak trapdoors. So we go 1, 2, and then we're going to have a third one there like that. Now I've got them where you can open them this way, but it's up to you guys. And you'll notice that these aren't on the next level. Instead they're here. Okay, so that's what that ends up looking like. A little bit weird, but that is kind of what it is, really. Definitely is odd. What we can also grab, guys, is a ladder, okay? And I whacked my ladder on this bit right here. So this is where this gun gets up to this point, so you can get it here and you can get into the little front section. You could also add that and make that into a slab if you wanted to. It's totally up to you guys. I just try and usually angle the whole thing where all of it goes up. It's just, yeah, I guess that's a little bit of a dead slab, really. That might be something that I ended up switching in the interior stuff, but maybe leave it for now. But guys, you'll be glad to hear that that is the end of layer number 5. And now for layer number 6. So what we're going to do, guys, is with our dark oak stair, we're going to have a normal dark oak stair this way. It's a little bit different now. Then an upside down stair on that. Behind this, we're going to have another stair right here like that, with 3 blocks of dark oak planks going across. Like this, we get 3 going across. I know, totally different. What's going on? We're actually going to also need to grab an acacia fence as well. And right on this bit, we're going to have an acacia fence on the sides. This is just part of the beak of the ship. So this is where it comes to a kind of to a point, really. That's what we get in there. Then what we're going to do with a dark oak stair is we're going to have an upside down dark oak stair right on top of that slab there like that. Then behind this, we're going to have a normal dark oak stair here. Then another dark oak stair like that. On the mangrove slab that we've got here, or the stair, whatever it's called, we're going to have another dark oak stair, but this time going that way. Then we're going to have a dark oak stair going this way. Then that way. Okay? So we end up with quite a lot going on with this thing. So right here first, we're going to have that upside down dark oak stair. Then dark oak stair this way, then another one exactly the same, right there like that. Around to this way, we're going to have a dark oak stair there, then a normal one there, then another one there like that. Now we're going to have 4 sets of kind of basically these little arches using it. So we're going to have an upside down there, another upside down there, upside down there, upside down there. We're going to have 4 of these, so 4 of these loops. So we've got 2, we've got 3, and then we got 4. Okay, we'll do the same on the other side. 1, 2. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. Okie dokie. Now what we're going to do is where we've got this one here, we're going to have a normal stair. Then on top of that cannon, we're going to also have a normal stair like that. Then we're going to have a block of your dark oak planks. Then with your mangrove, we're going to have a slab on the end like that. Behind that, we're going to have a dark oak plank block. And I'm going to continue a little bit more over this. So we're going to actually have a block over the top of that doorway. We're going to do the same on the other side over here. So we'll get that normal stair in here with dark oak. Over that gun, put in your dark oak stair like that. Then we're going to have a block at the back. Then on top of that mangrove slab, you can have another mangrove slab on there to finish that bit up. Then we can do the dark oak going over the top of this section here like that. That can go all the way. Actually, it doesn't quite go all the way. It's just like in the middle, knock out a bit and actually put in an oak plank block there like that. And we'll kind of do the rest of the floor in a second. We'll get this back bit all finished up first. So first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to grab a mangrove fence. Also warped hyphae, whatever that thing's called. I used a couple different types of glass in this. So I've got light grey stained glass and I also used grey stained glass. So I used a bit of a mixture of these. And what we're going to do with the hyphae, the warped hyphae, is we're going to have that there, leave it all across the back, then have that one there, and have one there like that. So it's just to give it a bit of like an ornate pattern, kind of carved wood, that kind of a thing going on with it. The light grey stained glass pane, gonna have that in between the 2 blocks on the sides. But at the back, we actually go out. So we're gonna have the light one, leave a gap, have another light one, leave a gap, have another light one. Then in between have grey. And it was just to give it a bit of a different kind of pattern, different kind of thing going on. I just kind of like the look of those differences on the back. And you get a nice big wide window then at the back. Then with your mangrove fence, we're going to have that just on the sides. that mangrove fence. And that kind of helps to tie these two together, really, I find, anyway. So it's not just kind of like a sudden cut off of materials. What we're going to do now is we're going to need to grab ourselves a composter. All right. So right on the front, we're going to have, well, actually on all of the masts, we're just going to whack a composter on top. So let's get that done first. And we're also going to need to grab ourselves a spruce trapdoor. What we're going to do here is we're going to have a spruce trapdoor on the upper here. Then we're going to pull this across as well. You can, if you want to, guys, instead of putting spruce on these ones, put your oak and have that over. But that gives us a way into the hole, or the hold even, like that. Then what we're going to do with our slabs is we're going to have our slabs just going around the sides here, and then forwards from that one. There, and forwards from that one. Behind the composter, we're also going to have that lower slab. And then the rest around here are going to be upper slabs, just going around like that. And then what we'll do on the back is have your slab on the side of that composter. Bring that forwards, and then bring that forwards again across there. And we can do the same on the other side, so there. And then zigzag it around so you get that kind of a shape. Then the rest of these are going to be upper, okay? So there we go, we get that going around to there. Which gives us a nice little raise going up to here. And with this gap again, I used spruce trapdoors going over the top. Though feel free to put in some of those as your oak trapdoors if you want to. It's totally up to you guys. With that spruce trapdoor, where we've got this last little gun here, which is on the raised one, whack a slab, or not a slab, whack a spruce trapdoor on top, like that, so it kind of looks slightly raised up from here, which it of course is. So put that in there. Then what we're going to do on the front now is with our oak slabs again, we're going to do more of the detailing going up. So we're going to have a lower slab here, then an upper slab here. On this upside down stair that we've got, on the lower part, we're going to put in a slab. Whoops, lower slab right there. Then where we've got this fence, we're going to have an upper slab on there like that. So back to over here, we get a lower slab there. Then upper slab next to it. On the front of this upside down stair, you're going to have a lower slab. And where we've got the fence, have an upper slab on it like that. And guys, that is it for layer number 6. And now for layer number 7. What we're going to do, guys, is right on the front, we're going to place a dark oak slab on top of the last layer there. Then what we're going to need to do, I've got loads of random blocks with me at the minute, but it's going to be a bit like that, this layer, so I've warned you. Grab yourself a oak stair, okay, and we're going to have an upside down oak stair right on the front of this one right here. We're then going to have a lower oak slab right on the side of that block there as well. So you can see that that kind of like line then gets up to this point, which I quite like the look of. Then what we're going to do is with a dark oak stair, we're going to have an upside down dark oak stair. Now I can't remember which way I had it around. You can either have it that way around or have it that way around. I think I had mine this way around, but I'm not totally sure. So it could be wrong compared to that one, but who cares? It's not that big of a detail. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a spruce stair here, spruce stair there, and grab yourself your polished deep slate wool. We're going to have 2 of those, and that's right, we got chase cannons on this one. So if this one is sailing towards a ship or chasing a ship, then they can fire the cannons at it. I thought it was kind of like a nice little neat thing with this one. It's also got cannons on the back as well, so if they're being chased, they can fire. What we're going to do with our spruce slab now is we're going to have a spruce slab here, then an upper spruce slab there, and that's going to be part of the bowsprit. That's where that's all going to be heading from. It's going to be this section right here. Now what we're going to do is with our dark oak stairs, we're going to have an upside down dark oak stair on the side of that cannon, and then another one over on the back of it as well. So you get upside down stair there, like that. Then with our dark oak slab, we're going to have a slab on top of this level there, then that one, and then also these 2 right here, so 1 and 2 like that. We'll do the same, of course, on the other side as well. So upside down dark oak stair on the side of that one, upside down there, then we go slab, 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 and slab. Slab it all up, that's what it's all about, alright? Now what we can do with your oak slab is on the front of this one, where we've got that stair that we just put in, we're going to have a lower slab there like that. And that's actually going to finish up the details for the beak. Well, I say that, we're actually going to put a skull on the ship because I thought, why not? That looks cool. So there we go. That's what we get there. What we're now going to do is right at the back kind of section of this, where we've got these two stairs here, that's going to be our starting point. So you're going to have a slab, then a slab again, then an upside down dark oak stair on top of this block. Where we've got this block right here, that's where we're going to have the next upside down dark oak stair. Then we're going to have a normal dark oak stair here over the glass as well. A normal dark oak stair like that. Then right on this one, this is where we actually need to grab a dark oak plank block. There we go. So we're going to have a dark oak plank block here on top of that high fay block thing. Then I actually had 3 dark oak slabs over the top of this. It just opens up the window a little bit, so you get this kind of like nice window box that you can actually stand in, otherwise you can't without crouching down. We're going to need to, let me just place the block down there. Let's get this other side done first. So we've got too many blocks on. So we're going to have the 2 slabs here like that. Upside down dark oak stair. Coming in by 1 block, another dark oak stair. Then we're going to have a normal stair there, like that. Okay. Now we can go and grab ourselves that warp stair. I don't know why I flew over there. We got it right there. But anyway, what we're going to do here is basically we're going to do the exact opposite of what we've done here. So we've got a normal stair there, wrap that one around, and then have a slab in there. So same thing there, stair there, wrap around, and a slab coming forwards like that. Now feel free to put on trapdoors as well on the windows on the side especially. Probably won't work as much on the back because we've got this kind of window sticking out a bit. What we're going to do here now is we're going to have a stair, warped stair going sideways this way. That's going to wrap around. And then in the middle we're going to have an upside down warped stair there. So stair there, wrap it around like that, and then you got that bit there like that. Okay. Now with your oak slab, what we're going to do, we're going to have an oak slab on top of the last layer here. Then we're going to have 3 going across, 1 there. Then we're just going to have 3 slabs on that upper piece there like that. Grab yourself a grindstone, and where we've got these 3 slabs right here, we can actually put a grindstone right in the middle. That is going to be your wheel for being at the helm of the ship. And now guys, when you get inside, you can then see what you've got cabin-wise to work with. Yeah, you have to crouch at that unless you want to switch this up to a slab, which you could do, and then you don't have to crouch. It's up to you guys. It's just then you don't really get the privacy. People could peer over your door, or you could as well. Who knows? But that will then give you this whole area here. It does mean though your secret stash is going to be down here. Will the crew know? Who knows? But there we go. That's what you kind of get for that bit. I quite like it. I like how it's all turned out with this one. But guys, that is it for layer number 7. And for layers number 8 and 9, we're going to do both of them in together. So it turns out this little slab stair that I had there, I checked it and I've got it the other way around. So I'm going to switch mine. Why? Because I can. It doesn't really matter, I guess. You can't even see it there when the guns are in there, but whatever, we'll do it. Now over these guns, we're just going to have 3 slabs like that. That'll finish that up. We can then, with the bowsprit, just go up another 2 as well. So just like that, we'll finish that off as well when we get onto the mast level. And then also you can grab yourself a skeleton skull, wither skull, dragon skull, whatever you want. And what I do with mine is I had a slab down here so that I could put the skeleton skull on the lower piece like that, just to get it so that it looked a little bit more in line. Otherwise you can put it on the front of that bit there. Depends if you want it connected or not really. For me, like I said, well, don't want it turned, that would look a bit creepy. But gonna have it there, just floating as the kind of what's it called, the piece thingamajigger. That's right, those are the words. Onto the back now. What we're gonna do is where we've got these 2 stairs here, you're gonna have your dark oak slab on top of that one, dark oak slab there. Then we're gonna have a dark oak stair. So we get the stair there, 2 slabs there like that. And now we're going to have cannons at the back as well. So whack your polished deep slate wall in. Have that coming out by 1. So 1 there, going forwards. Then have your spruce stair behind. Now I kind of imagine these being smaller cannons than the bigger heavy ones that would be down there. So they wouldn't be the biggest, pack the biggest punch. And the same with the ones right at the front really. In the middle of that, whack in a dark oak plank block. Then over your cannons, you're going to put a slab on there, and then a block right in the middle. Okay, so you can kind of imagine having to man these cannons. You'd be having to look where you're kind of aiming, I guess, and give it a go. Right in the back now, we're going to whack on a nice little lantern, which I always quite like. So we're going to have a spruce trapdoor coming out from this block here. Goes out again. Whack one underneath just to kind of thicken it up on that bit. And then I used the chain. I think I went just down 1 or 2. I think it's just 1. Then whacked a lantern on there like that. Feel free to dangle it a little bit more if you want to. It's up to you guys what you want to do with it, really. But guys, that's it for this entire whole section of the ship. So well done for getting this far. So the next bits in this tutorial are going to be building up the masts. We'll then go on to the sails, and then finally we'll finish off with the shrouds. And now we're going to get on to the masts, guys. So we're going to do these one by one. But first thing we'll do is get the bowsprit done. So we're going to have a total of 11 slabs going forward. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. We can get rid of some of these extra ones that we've got on here. There we go, that's what we'll get. Then what we're going to do from the end, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the 5th one, and then add 2 slabs to the side. It's going to have a nice little sail on the front of this one as well, which I always quite like. So there we go, that's what we get. Now what we're going to do is grab yourself your stripped spruce wood, also a composter, a barrel, a granite wall, and a spruce fence. Alright, those are going to get you started with these bits and pieces. And we're actually also going to need a spruce stair as well. We might as well get that bit in there. And a spruce trapdoor. There's loads of blocks you're going to need. So what we're going to do first is we're going to have 6 blocks on top of this composter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you're going to put a composter on top of this one. Coming forwards off of that, you can have a barrel going sideways. Add 2 of your stripped spruce wood to it on either side of that. Then on this side, we're going to come forwards, and we're going to have 4, like that. And on the other side, we're going to go backwards, okay? So we're going to angle the mast a little bit. So it's being pushed by the wind, okay? So it's catching it properly. So you can see that there. It's all angled going across here like that. It will really help with our sails and just adds a little bit of character to the build. What we're then going to do is we're going to have just 1 block on top of the composter. Then with our composter, we're going to put 2 on top of this, then have 2 coming forwards like that. Now on top of this, we're going to have 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then a composter. And then you're going to have your barrel going sideways. Add 1 block to either side of that. Then on this side, coming forwards, we're going to have 3 blocks coming out. And on the back, we're going to have 3 blocks going out. 2, 3 like that. On top of that composter, we're going to have 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to have 2 granite walls and 2 spruce fence, like that. Okay, so that'll give you the kind of rough shape that we got there. Then with our oak fence, we're going to have that behind, kind of on the bowsprit right here. And we're just going to go back up, back up. We're going to keep on going until we hit into the mast and it all connects up, alright? So keep on going until we get to the point where we get to right here. Then it's up to you guys if you want to keep it where it's zigzagging, or if you want to knock these ones out here like that. You can lower those down if you'd like to get to that kind of point there. And then what we're going to do, guys, is just on the top of this mast here, we're going to have an upside down spruce stair around that composter. I know, what's the point of a composter if we're blocking it up? But I had that on my build, so that's what I'm keeping. And to be fair, it does help to get the masts in the right place, and it does look a little bit better when you've got this kind of mismatch here where the ropes are kind of tying it together. But yeah, put an oak fence now just on each of these points, like that. And then your spruce trapdoor is going to just go over the back of that composter there, like that as well. And for the mid-mast, what we're going to do is, again, starting on top of that composter, we're going to go up with 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then have 1 composter. On the front of that, we're going to have a barrel again going sideways with 2 blocks either side of it. Then coming forwards, we're going to have 5 this time, so not 4 like we did before. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So slightly bigger, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Then on top of that composter, we're going to have 1 block, 2 composters on top of that, 2 composters coming forwards from that one there. Then 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a composter, and then a barrel on the front of that one. And we're going to have a block either side. We're going to do a sets of 3, same as we did before. So we go 1, 2, 3 coming out. And then at the back as well, 1, 2, 3 as well. So those get it there, so they're exactly the same. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a total of 3 blocks on top of this. So 1, 2, and 3. Get yourself your 2 granite walls and then 2 spruce fences like that. Now on the back of this one here, we're going to have a spruce stair. Have a spruce stair wrapping around on the back here. Same on the other side there, normal spruce stair wrapping around the back there. Then we're going to have a slab floating just in between that. And then we can put oak fence on top of this like that. And you can, if you want to, also block this up with a spruce trapdoor. You can have a ladder going out the back if you want to. See, my one didn't really fit because of the sails, but you could always make it work, you know. Feel free to tweak it. And then we're going to join these 2 masts together with some oak fence. So the first bit is going to be at the top, and you go to the middle of this one, and you go 1, 2, and 3, then down 2 and 3 like that. The next bit is going to be just under this composter here. So you're going to go 1, 2, and 3, down 2 and 3, just to connect those with some ropes like that. And then for the last mast, the one right at the back, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to have 7 blocks on top of this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then a composter. Then we're going to have a composter coming forwards, just one of them this time. Then we're going to do on top of this is we're going to have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a composter. Then a barrel sideways coming forwards from there. A block either side. We're going to do another 3 sets of 3. So come forwards, have 3. And on the back have 3 as well. 1, 2, 3, like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 on top of that one. 2 granite wall, 2 spruce fence, like that. And then we're going to have the spruce trapdoor on top of that one. And now because we've got this sail going across here like this, which I believe is called the spanker, which I always find quite funny. That one we're going to whack in now. So we're going to need a spruce stair for that. And what we're going to do is where we've got the spruce block here, we're going to go up by 2. So we're going to go to here, have your stair on that one, come forwards again. So you get 3. I'm placing the blocks everywhere. So you get 3 of them there. Go back with 1 as well. So you get 1 back there. Then we're going to go out to the side and have a stair. Then another stair. We're going to have another set of 4. Exactly that. There we go. So you get 4 stairs there, go out, 4 stairs there like that. Then with a spruce slab, what we're going to do is we're going to go up from the bottom here, 1 and 2. Put your slab on the upper piece of that second one there. Have 2 going forwards. Then we're going to go out and up, okay? So move outwards and up by 1 slab. And you're going to have another set of 3. And then do the exact same thing again. 1, 2, 3. Then what we're going to do right here, guys, is where we've got this one right here, we're going to actually put another slab there, oak fence right there. We're going to continue this diagonal going down until we connect into there, so you end up having a diagonal going that way. With this one as well, we're going to end up connecting these 2 just under here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. We'll get to there. You could also have, like another one going from there to there if you wanted to, but I thought that one would be enough for it. Right down here now, we're going to connect these 2 here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come forwards, and we're going to go with that one. It's going to be 4 in total, so you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to connect 1 on the back, and then 1 forwards. And then that one is going to be a total of 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you hit that stair, you've done it right. So that's always good, isn't it? If we do get something right. Now what we're going to do behind this is we're going to put in a little crow's nest as well. So we've got a stair going that way. stair wrapping around at the back, so stair that way, stair wrapping around the back, then a spruce slab at the back, put your oak fence over that one, and with this one, this is the actual perfect one for it because the masts aren't too close, you're not going to hit anything, so you can always put a nice ladder at the back, and you can do the same with the middle one. It's just you have to be a little bit more careful with your sail placement, mostly with this sail right here. You know, that's the one that kind of gets in the way, but now at least you can get yourself up into your little crow's nest here at the back, so that's all good, and then drop and die. But guys, that is it for the mast plan, so let's get on to the sails. And now for the sails, guys. So I'm going to show you how to do them tied up, though I won't go into like loads of detail with all of them. So what you want to do if you are going to tie these ones up is, I've been using white wool. You guys can use your slabs and your stairs, and you can go crazy with this and make it look really smooth, but it does take a long time. So for this tutorial instead, I'm going to use just white wool. I still quite like it. I like the texture of it. It looks more sail-like to me. So what we're going to do is you follow the masts, the square rigged ones. You just come forwards and down by one block, like that. Now what you can then do is right underneath them, start to just add in a little bit of bulk like this. So you've got them kind of like tied up. And you can always, move some blocks. You may move that one forwards, for example, to have that tied up. And that's kind of basically it for doing them tied up for that bit. The only other side that you do tied up is this back one, which is slightly different. And you just put in blocks behind these spruce stairs. And then what you'll do is you'll bunch up a little bit in the middle of that as well. So you might do something perhaps like that. But guys, if you want to do them full sail, as if it's an ocean like the ones I've got over here, then we're also going to go through that now, alright? So we can just clean up this a little bit. It's very, very similar, and if you guys have done my ship tutorials before, you'll know how I do the sails. So we're going to start with this little one at the top first. What we'll do is we'll go down with one, and then we're just going to follow the sail. Then we're going to have two. Then we're going to go out with another two, and then we're going to go in with one and in with one, alright? So that's the kind of shape that we're going to go for. You could also do it where you had like three in the middle if you wanted to. It is completely up to you. And actually, that might look better. I think that's what I used there. So we're going to just follow the sail, okay? That's going to be our template. So you can have that there, right? And then we just keep on doing this. Like that. Like this. There we go. Like that. So you end up with a really boxy sail, okay? But that's fine. That's not too bad. But what we're going to do now is we're going to start shaping it. So it's really easy. So the first thing is we cut out a little bit at the top. And we're going to cut out a bit at the bottom. Alright? So that kind of gives us a nice little bit more shape like this and a bit of shape like that. Then what we're going to do is on the corners we're going to pinch it in. We're going to just like move it back by one block really, apart from that mid one there. I mean, you could do if you wanted to. And we can add another block coming out as well on that back bit. Same here, whack it on there, why not? So you end up getting that, okay? Let's do the same on the other side now. We move it all back just by one block. And we'll do the exact same thing where it all goes out, okay? So now already you can kind of see that there's some shape in there. Now what you can do, guys, is you can like knock out a block there, move that one there, knock out a block there, move that one there. Maybe underneath here you move this one forwards. And the same down here as well, move that one forwards, maybe put in a block there. Maybe push that one back. And now you've got a pretty good looking sail. And it's as simple as that really, you can just tweak it. And you guys can play around with this for a long time to get it the way that you want it to. I actually think that one looks better than that one. So yeah, that's the way we do it. Now for the next one, we're going to go 1, and then 2, then let's go 2, then 1, then 1. I don't know, let's give this a go. I'm not totally sure. I know we're going to hit into the ship, and that's fine. Okay, yeah, we're going to hit into the ship there. Yep, we're going to go 1, 2, and then in with 1, or 1, 1. Okay, so let's build this up. I know I'm missing one block on the end of this one, but that's fine. There we go. Build that up to there. Keep on going as well to this point, and move in again. There we go. Like that, and then in one, in one. Nice, there we go. Now, the good thing about this one is, you know, when we cut it out on the top one, we don't have to do that down here because we've already got a cut out. But what we do need to do is try and like smooth it out a little bit, so we've not just got like 5 in the middle, then we just got this like two block drop. Give it a 2 blocks there, all right? And we'll do the same over this side. This time we can just do it on the side there. That one apparently didn't have as much. Knock out 5 in the middle this time, all right? So we're going to knock out a bigger chunk. And now we'll do the same thing, exactly the same thing. Pinch it back, have it going out. Maybe this one's going to go out a little bit more as well. It might go up because it's a bigger sail. And then has this all going back here. So we might have that going back there, that going back there. This one going down like that, perhaps. Okay. Same on the other side. Whack that all back. It's a nice, simple little technique, guys. And I'm sure if you've done my tutorials before, you'll be really familiar with this way of doing things. It's not too bad. So this one, we've got quite a big run, so we're going to knock out 2 here, perhaps, and maybe just 1 there. I don't know. And maybe knock that one back there as well. And knock this one back, okay? So you just keep on playing around with this until you get it to a point where you're happy. Yes, knock that corner out. That looks better. Put one in there. That'll do. Alright. Simple. And what we're going to do as well, before I forget, with our oak fence, just tag this in behind, alright? So you're going to have these behind these, just on under the mast, so that's how it's like being tied in, alright? Don't bother about any of the other ones, just do the bits that are right next to it, like that. Next mast, it's all the same thing, guys. You know, we're just going to be doing the same kind of patterns, alright? So we're going to go 1, 2s, then we go out with 2, actually go out with 3, and then go back 1, and then go back 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. And you just try and make it work, alright? And it doesn't matter, even if you go with a different block kind of combination, I don't know, pattern, whatever, sequence. Sequence might be the better word. It doesn't matter. It's not going to make that much difference. It'll just change the shape slightly, but that might not be a bad thing. So there we go. We can have all these in here. Go back. And now here's a good lesson. Once you hit into the fence part of it, ignore it, because you're probably going to take a chunk out of it anyway. Completely ignore it. So you just don't place a block in there. That's as simple as that. Then we're going to go in. Oh, 2. There we go. Look at that. So we get that sail there. Again, cut out the middle. Underneath, this is where I was saying, well, we're going to cut out between those 2. Now we don't have to worry about that bit. And then do the same pushing back, coming out to the side, coming up. Stuff that we've been doing before. And then we do the same on the other side. Just rinse and repeat, really. Push it all back. I'm actually going to push that one all the way back here on this side. And get that to there. Apparently I'm just placing blocks everywhere. Right, so let's start smoothing this out then. So I have that one there, push that one to there, do that one there. You start to get a really good rhythm for it. And you get a lot better at it. The more, I like everything really, guys. You know, you're not going to be great at it the first time, but more and more you do it, the better. And what you'll notice as well, these ones you can't really see. They're all just kind of nestled in here, so they just look like a big blob of stuff anyway. So as long as it looks roughly right, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. So let's tag that behind it. I'm happy with that one. Next one is going to be a nice big one as well, isn't it? So here we go. So let's figure out the pattern for this one then. So we're going to go 1, 2. We might be able to do a 3, which would be nice. Yeah. And then 1, 1. Something like that we'll do. Get it into there, okay? So that's what we'll do here. There we go. Knock all this in. Like that. And again, hit the ship. Don't worry. Ignore it. Simple as that. There we go. Get that all to there. Next one's a set of 2. I've not really found a really fast way of doing this, really, you know, because it is basically just like build your kind of template up, then use that template to get everything right. And this, by the way, guys, works as well for like pretty much anything organic. You know, start with a really rough shape, and then you just start to tweak it around from there. So if you ever do any organic type builds, it's exactly what to do. All right, but there we go. That's what we're going to get. And don't bother with this bit in here because, well, you're going to want to walk on your ship. Otherwise, you'll end up having, you know, your sails all the way down here. And yeah, no, just don't do that. So again, knock back first, right here. Like that. Do the same on the other side, of course, as well. Knock it all back. I'm going to have that one going up to there, perhaps. Knock it all back. I'm going to go with that as well. I'll do the same thing as I did, I think, up there. But there we go. Do that. Knock out the 5 in the middle there. We've already got some here. So do we need to do any transition type stuff? Yeah, we do. We've got just 2 down there. So I'm just going to knock 2 out. So it's the same as the front one that we had. Not there. That's the wrong one. That one down there, though. There we go. Cool. And now we just start shaping. Adding bits, taking bits away. All that stuff is all important. So we go get some of this here. Bring that back. Bring that forwards by 3 blocks. Knock that one back by 1. Have a couple in the middle here, perhaps. You know. Knock that back by 1. Yeah. Put 1 in there. And knock that one back. Yeah, that'll do. Something like that will do. I'm happy. Whack on the oak fence onto the back of that now. There we go. Then the last square one. Here we go. So same thing. 1, 2, and then we're just going to go in with 1. All right. It's going to be really small. Okay. Because there's not much going on. And this is where, if you guys wanted that ladder going out the back. Now, if you did want it and you wanted to still have this, just do this. All right. Go around that ladder. It's absolutely fine. I've done that so many times when I've wanted to put in a ladder. Or you can just get rid of this. Nobody's going to know that much, all right? But this is where, if you were going to do it with this sail, then you'd want to kind of pull that sail back and force it back so that you can use the ladder. And that's not a problem. Again, people won't notice. You can even have this one where it's tied up. Maybe they didn't need this sail up because they're already going fast enough. There's enough wind for all of it, or they just didn't see much point, too much effort. But exact same technique, alright? Nothing changes. That's the best thing about this way of doing it, alright? You don't need to really worry about anything other than making it kind of work. And it's as simple as that, alright? So there we go. Get that there, push that down, job done. Then we can just do a little bit of tweaking around here. Knock those 3 out the middle. Knock a couple out the back as well. There you go. That's where you're going to have the problem. If you are going to go up that one. And then just knock out some of these here like that, and we'll get there eventually. So there we go. Something like that will do. It doesn't have to be perfect. Put your oak fence in behind it, of course. And then, before we forget, one of the most important ones, obviously, is this little one at the front. So just here, what we do is we just have a 1, a 2, and then go in with a 1, alright? Nice and basic, nice and simple. There we go. And we're going to cut out some in the middle. We're going to do some pushing back here, okay? We'll do the same down here as well. Have that going out. Have this one going out. Same thing on the other side. We're basically going to get like quite a mirrored look. And this is why actually angling your mast is really important, because when you have got a straight one, you really notice it. But you can do things. So you can like knock that one out there. Knock that one out there. Now it looks like the wind is pushing this way. How cool is that? So it's just that little squiggle can make that difference. And you can also do things like knock this one back, you know, and have that one to the side. And now that looks a little bit better, you know. There's loads of little things like that that you can actually do. We're going to do the spanker now. So what we'll do with this one is we're going to have white wool going down here. It kind of follows the line. That's what you want to try and do with this bit, all right? Like that. We're going to have just white wool mostly behind the blocks like that. And now if we bring across the block here, go over to here, some blocks down there, we can now join between these two, all right? So we could then end up having like join like that, add one in there, and then we want to just have this kind of pattern, try and make it where it kind of is a bit smooth and sticks out in bits, but not everywhere. We'll backfill these bits around here like that, and then we do the same here, push this out. There we go. So you end up with something like that. Let's knock these two back. That'll make it look a bit better. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Just play around. But there we go. Get something like that. Let's push this one. Have that down there. Knock block out of that one. And this looks very, very square, doesn't it? What's going on there? Right, okay. Well, let's knock that back and knock that back. There we go, like that. And then I'm going to knock out and raise up some other bits in here as well. Like that, but knock the... Oh, I can't knock that one back. Oh no, I could just leave that one there though. That looks cool. Maybe even one block down there. There we go, that looks good. So I'm pretty happy with that one now. Jib sail, which is the one at the front here. We're going to just have blocks coming down. And then we're going to just join some of those together, like that. Maybe even the one down there. Then come out again. But don't go all the way. Then we'll come out again, including down as well. Now we're going to start coming backwards. Alright, so we'll come back here, come back there, and perhaps maybe that's going to be our sail, and we could actually have like one there, maybe even a couple in there. And don't worry about it hitting into this sail tool. So we go get that kind of thing pulling back into here. That's not perfect, but it will do for me, I think. And we could do other stuff where we have it, you know, a bit more out. There we go. Perhaps like that, but back. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. That doesn't look too bad. So we've kind of got that angle going here. Just looks, something about it looks a little bit too sharp, so I don't know what that is, and how to fix it. I have no idea. So there we go, guys. But that is it for the sails. So we'll now get on to the last part, which is the shrouds. And now we're going to get on to the shrouds. So for the frontmost one, go to your right-hand side. This is where you're going to get the best part of it. The other side is going to be a lot dirtier. So you'll see what I mean. It's not going to work as well. But yeah, grab some birch fence. And where you've got this spruce slabs here, we're going to build doubles up on this, but build it up to 3 high, okay? So you go 1, 2, 3 up to there. Then behind this, we're going to have 2 connect on the back, and then 1 coming forwards. And if you guys hit the sail, don't worry, just ignore the fence blocks, alright? We're now going to make this up to 3 high, so you've got 1, 2, 3. Connect on the back as well. Then make that up to 3 high, so 1, 2, 3, like that. Connect on the back. Make it up to 3 high, so 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to come forwards by 1. And make these front 2 up to 3 high. So you got 1, 2, and then 3. And then we're just going to have a single line going up to the bottom of that part there. Now when we do it on the other side, it's going to be a lot more difficult. And you can see that already. So it's going to be 3 high. So you go 1, 2, and I can't even put my third one in there at all. You're then going to connect on the back of those last 2. And then come forwards by 1, okay? So it should be forwards by 1 there. Then this bit is going to be 3 high. So for me, I'm just going to have to place 2 there like that. Then on the back of those, connect 2 on the back there. Make that 3 high. So 2, 3. Connect on the back. Make that 3 high. 2, 3. And then connect 1 on the front here. Make these front 2 3 high. So there and there. And then singles all the way to the top. Alright. But yeah, guys, do your best, alright? It's not going to be perfect. And as you can see, you can't even tell. When you're flying around the ship, I bet you guys didn't even notice that that is also a mess on this one, as it is on my version that I've built with you guys. So for the middle one, it's a lot better. We're going to start on the left-hand side, alright? So right here, we're going to have 3 high with the doubles. So 1, 2, 3. Then connect on the back. And then we're going to go forwards with that one there. Then these front 2 make that 3 high. So you've already got 1, 2, 3. Connect on the back. Make that 3 high. So you got 1, 2, 3 like that. Connect on the back. Make that 3 high. So you got 1, 2, 3 like that. And actually, no, that's not going to be 3 high. It's going to be 4 high. Go up by 1 more, guys. Go up by 1 more. And then you're going to connect onto the front here. So exactly the same as the front, really. And then this is going to be 3 high. You guessed it. So 1, 2, 3. And then singles all the way to the top part right there. Right. And on the other side, so you get 1, 2, 3. Connect on the back. Move forwards with 1 on the back part of it as well. make that up to 3 high, 2 and 3. Connect on the back, make that 3 high, so 2, 3. Connect on the back, make that 3 high, 2, 3, and I did the same mistake as well. So that one's 4 high, alright? So when you get to this part, make it 4 high. Move forwards with one, make those front 2 3 high up to there, then singles all the way to the top of that part there. Final one, guys, right on the back here. You're going to have 3 high, 1, 2, and 3. For some reason, they always end up the same with these. It's really odd, but it's just the right angle. It seems to work. So then what we're going to do, connect on the back, move forwards with one, make that up to 3 high, 2 and 3, connect on the back, and then come forwards, make that 3 high, 2, 3, connect on the back, make that 3 high, 2 and 3, come forwards onto that one, make these front 2 3 high, 2 and 3, and then singles up to the top here. Now this side, it doesn't really work very well, and you'll find out very quickly what I mean. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, connect on the back, come forwards, 2, 3, and that's kind of it. The only other thing you can do is with your singles, have them right in there like that, alright? Now you can, if you want to, do it across the back here where you end up with, you know, building out these and you just kind of copy what you best can. But I find that just looks weird. It looks like you just got random fences in there. But it is up to you guys, you know. Like I say, I just prefer to have it just tied on one side. But guys, that's it. You've got yourself a nice 14-gun brig that you can now rule the 7 seas with. If you guys do a cool interior for this one, or just an interior in general really, and you're happy with it and you want to share it, feel free to post it to me on my Discord channel in the medieval channel. I know it's not a medieval ship, but that's where it'll go. It makes perfect sense, obviously. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this tutorial, guys. As always, I've always enjoy making these for you. But if you have, comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.